Hey, Will.
A new day dawns.
You all ready for the first meeting of TSB? You all got my email with all the information in it, right? So, comedic skits, short films, what ideas y'all got? Anyone?
Why don't we do this skit where this pickpocket uses a cat to distract someone while he steals their wallet?
Okay. Anyone else?
I've got one. It's about this clown with, like, really big feet. And he always falls down the stairs. Even when there aren't any stairs.
That doesn't make any sense.
He doesn't die or anything.
Great. Oh, Kyle, you have another idea?
How about this, like, short film about, like, a sports car designer who finds a kitten? We could call it The Man with the Ferrari.
That is awful. Any more ideas? Brennan?
What if we had a bunch of elves? Their costumes more oriented around the Sindarin fashion, of course. And then this sorcerer meets them on the road to the sighing city of Xerxes. It could conclude with them sharing stories and eating a stew around a fire.
Sounds interesting, but where did we get the, elves?
Dwarf's always an option.
Well, while you all were working on your own ideas, I came up with some of my own.
Oh.
Great plans, bruh. We could all dress up as cats and do a play. You know what? We can make it a musical.
I'm actually fine with that.
Yes?
What if we did a space opera about a small town farm boy who is trained by an old man in the desert, and he teaches them how to use this space wizard magic. Oh, and get this! What if he uses his space wizard magic powers to overthrow an evil space government and restore balance to the galaxy? He can even have an evil space wizard dad.
Okay, Brennan, that is literally just the plot of Star Wars. We need original ideas, people. Yes?
What if we do a short film where someone gets mugged and even stabbed? Then he has to make it to the hospital before he bleeds out.
Ooh, and I've got an even funnier one. What if we wrote a skit about this grandma on a peaceful hiking trip, and she finds this really old tomcat? We could call it Feelin' Sea Line Feline, or Feelin' Fine.
That's a pun. A pun, not a skit.
Hi, I'm today's sponsor. Today we're sponsored by trees. Trees grow everywhere, all around the world. And today, they're helping us make our pumpkin pancakes. They're what makes this possible. If it wasn't for trees, there wouldn't be oxygen, except for all the algae that make 50% of the Earth's oxygen. But if it weren't for these trees, I wouldn't be breathing, and you wouldn't get this content. So please, buy a tree today, hug a tree, and don't cut down a tree unless you need to.
Excellent thinking, Will. What if we filmed something about aliens, like invading Earth, and the military comes out and tries to stop them, but it turns out the aliens are just the Australian Air Force in disguise.
What? that would take so much CGI, not to mention way too many actors, and...
If you want to do low budget, do a short film where this motorcyclist gets in an accident, breaks every bone in his body, and loses all 4 limbs. Then the rest of the thing is just him in agony, waiting to die. His blood pours out.
What is actually wrong with you? That is so unnecessarily violent.
With all due respect, I think Brendan and Stephanie's ideas can be way over the top. Why don't we just do this nice film where this butterfly turns into this cat?
Kyle, enough with the cats. If you mention a cat one more time, I will throw...
Ugh! You're so noisy you could wake the dead.
And now there's someone under the table. Great. Just great.
Your ideas are all terrible. What if you just did a skit about a guy who comes home to his loved ones after a war? Or something.
That's actually, yeah, that's actually a good idea. And he could...
Has nightmares of getting wounded in battle and getting his arms and...
No, he...
Has dramatic flashbacks of enormous battles he was in? Are there airplanes and tanks?
Like Will already said, trying to film something of that scope would be a complete...
You know what? I quit. You all can do this thing on your own.
Wow, wasn't he a wet blanket? Wait, what if we combine our ideas? What if we shoot a scene in a majestic alpine forest
in which dwells a beautiful bobcat?
And Hunter finds the bobcat and shoots it with a crossbow. And then we all go to Steak and Shake.